Well, starting off, we were really excited because everything was planned out for us. Like, we just got the big binder, and that was the most exciting part.
And it's great to see a camp that's so organized. I mean, we get these packets with all the materials and instructions that we need, so we basically just have to follow them to the letter.
And then having all of the stuff there was so, I love opening my envelope and being like, yay, here's our new stuff for today.
It was really low maintenance as far as teacher prep. Everything was prepared for us. The directions were easy to follow. You couldn't mess it up.
Some of these activities I hadn't even thought of ever doing, but with all the materials gathered together, it was fun distributing the materials.
We didn't have to go home and spend hours and hours preparing everything. We could just read through, and everything was in its own little bag when we got here. We just picked it up and we went, and we could start right away. It wasn't a lot of preparation beforehand for the teachers, which is a big deal for a summer program because it's not your main thing.
I don't think children nowadays get opportunities to really think besides what's on a test. Something that's, main idea, fact and details. This was something where they actually had given some materials that looked like it's not going to make anything, but when you finish with the product, you thought, oh wow, I did that.
They're very hands-on. They are challenging. It allows them to think outside of the box.
That helps the students learn a lot better, being able to actually handle objects and understand how things work by using their hands and whatnot.
It's cooperation, it's science, engineering, math, and the kids are engaged from the minute they start the activity to the minute it ends.
It's really nice to see the kids work together, collaborate, and they get to experience trial and error. And so I think they need to know that they're not going to be perfect. We don't expect them to be perfect. And so these projects are aligned with try again, try again, try again.
Allow them to make mistakes. Allow the children just the activities have allowed them to make mistakes.
And because of this summer camp, that particular set of kids is going to see that I don't have to always do things the normal way.
The best thing I think about it is that the kids are having fun and they're learning. They might not realize that they're learning, but they are.
There were no behavioral issues with our kids that have extra energy and sometimes don't have boundaries because everyone's totally engaged.
The kids had a blast. I saw the engagement, the cooperative learning, the collaboration, team building, and even from a parent perspective, it was awesome to see how the kids were enjoying it.
Not only is it really educational for them, but it's really fun and engaging, and I think that's very critical. Otherwise, students aren't really engaged, or they don't feel part of the learning process.
They're engaged, they're working with their hands, they're using the whole brain with their mind, they're discussing and learning science concepts at an early age.
When I go into the classrooms, they're doing math, they're working together, they're doing science activities, just really keeping them engaged and working on things that they may not have the opportunity to do throughout the year.
No parent wants to pick their child up and say, what did you do today? Nothing. These kids are going home telling their parents, I built a rocket today. I made the rocket go high today. Finally one day someone goes, hey, everything on Earth is science. And I was like, yay, we're making a dent.
They all have learned a little bit more about themselves. Some of them learned that they need to be more cooperative and work together better, and they've learned about that. Some of them have just learned that they need to take a step back. Maybe they're too much of a leader and they need to hear other perspectives.
It started making them look forward to helping each other, and that even went outside the classroom doors. Even with lunch sometimes, I have a child, she doesn't know how to hold her tray. So they help her in the morning with breakfast. I never told them to help her, but because of all the teamwork stuff, they got it.
Kids who are not necessarily excited about coming to school during the regular school year can't wait to get here.
And to see them eager, getting out of the car, running, and hey, I'm back, what are we doing today? It's just amazing.
I have kids that don't understand a lot of academic content, so the way the materials presented brought in the academic content in a way that I could teach it to them and bring them up, and my kids that knew it, because I have kids from other campuses, I could take them beyond it, and it was just perfect for that.
They're spending their time on something that is going to help them in their school when we start back. They're spending their time learning about everything, creativity, science, language arts, everything.
Programs like these are really important because I mentioned that critical development, the critical thinking part of it is not something that's really focused on a lot. And I think programs like this allow them to be that way without them seeing like they're out, without them being outside of their comfort zone.
And this is really an example of how kids can, for every single activity or lesson, they can actually have fun learning.